What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotics, bringing you our Week 9 battle for the IBL. Today we are facing off against the Happy Valley Hariyamas and their coach Mario B. In a game that sure is going to be interesting. He's got a couple of big threats that my team has trouble dealing with, but at the end of the day, I think we do definitely have outs to a lot of them, and a really clear path to victory, which is going to be behind our GENGAR and our Excadrill. So, fingers crossed that we can get the job done. Our opponent is 4-4, and if we end up taking a loss this game, then our opponent and I will have the same record. We are in the same division, if I'm not mistaken. I believe in, same division and conference, if I'm not mistaken. So this is a big game. If we do get the win here, we should clinch playoffs, in all honesty. There are only 2 weeks left of the regular season, and that would mean we'd finish with at worst record of like 6-5, which would be good enough to sneak into playoffs and play against one of the top 2 teams in the conference. And the way it works for playoffs, guys, we didn't know, there are 2 conferences made up of 2 divisions each, and that will allow us to, I think the way it works is actually the first place team in each of the 2 conferences makes the playoffs as one of the top 2 seeds, and then the next 2 best records will be able to make it. And so it's impossible for the top 4 teams in a conference or in a division, and there's only 4 teams in a division, to make the playoffs. It'll only be the top 3. So that's that. We do want to make this push here because our last 2 opponents, we have Ruppy, who is, I believe, first in the entire league, and then it's closely followed by Platt, 2 of the best players in the league, and then our last week is against Brendan, the commissioner of the IBL, Dark Devil 26, and he's in our conference. He has a better record than us right now, but I think he's also played 1 more game. He's like 6-3 or 5-3. So, yeah, is he 6-3? No, I don't know. I think he was definitely 5-3. I know that. I think I'm thinking of something else. Regardless, it doesn't matter. Like I was saying, this is the team that we have for this game. Our win con is going to be our Gengar and our Excadrill, but we do have a lot of funky stuff mixed in as well. So let's just go ahead and talk about this matchup. Looking at it right away. Going into the build, I was thinking there's maybe 6 or 7 mons that could possibly come. I didn't really prep much for the Durant, didn't prep much for the Vileplume or the Swoobat, didn't really prep too much for the Hitmontop, a couple of speed creeps, but that's pretty much it. But everything else, the Dragapult, the Darmanitan, the Primarina, the Rotom, the Mudsdale, the Drapion, and the Orbeetle, I thought were very important to prepare for. Big things, I think without my opponent bringing the Dragapult, the Darmanitan, the Mudsdale, the Drapion, and the Orbeetle, that's 5 Pokemon, he cannot do too much to my team. We really have an easy time of kind of wearing his team down. So hopefully we get it taken care of. Now, big things. For the 6th mon, I would think it's going to be either the Primarina or the Rotom, but I wouldn't be surprised with him on top as a way to get removal that isn't weak to hazards. Obviously, if the Rotom wears the heavy-duty boots, we should be fine, but I still want to make sure that we can kind of chip things down. And if he brings Rotom, we do have a couple different outs. The only thing he really want to switch Rotom in on would be, I guess, the Vaporeon that we have, or even the Orbeetle, but Vaporeon, super effective. Orbeetle, I am running Baton Pass this week, so yeah. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump into it. The first mod we're going to be bringing is going to be John Sr., our Gigantamax Gengar with the Blunder policy. Yes, Blunder policy. And no, this is not a meme week. I'm running this seriously. Why? Because I'm running Hypnosis. Hypnosis has a 60% chance to hit, which means there's a 40% chance to miss, which means 40% of the time that I go for Hypnosis, the first time at least, or I guess, words are hard. Basically, 40% of the time, my Blunder policy will activate, meaning that I, 1, will lose my item, and 2, I will gain 2 stages in speed, which is huge. With those 2 stages in speed, I'll be able to outspeed the Dragapult if it's Scarfed, and if, let's say he gets up webs with his Orbeetle, at +1 I'll be able to outspeed a non-Scarfed Dragapult. At neutral, we also outspeed Darmanitan or an Adamant Durant. So that's important to note again. Yeah, what else is there? Oh yeah, we take Spec Shadow Balls from Dragapult. The Blunder Pulse, like I said, is crazy here. We take an Earthquake from the Drapion, which is very important because we do want to make sure we don't die. If he goes for an Earthquake, then I want to make sure I live it, because the reason why I'm running the Blunder policy over something else like the Weakness policy, which I also thought was a good idea this game, was because with Blunder policy, if I do miss my Hypnosis on the Drapion, which is what I'm going to be going for unless something else is already asleep, then I'll probably go for Focus Blast. Or actually, I'd probably Gigantamax in that situation, but whatever, it's besides the point. Basically, we'll be able to take the knockoff without our item. That's important to note. So hopefully we can get the job done with our Gengar. We do want to miss at the right time, and we want to hit our Focus Blast because they're important, but honestly, once we're at +1 from us Gmax Ooze, then we should be good to go. We wouldn't need to really worry too much about anything else. Our next mon is going to be our Tyranitar here, Reptar with Earthquake, Crunch, Ice Beam, and Stealth Rock with the Chople Berry. We take 2 Adamant U-turns from Darmanitan or from Life Orb Dragapult. We also have speed for Hitmontop at with 12 EVs in speed. We have special defense for back-to-back Spec Draco Meteors after rocks from the Dragapult or from a Moonblast from Specs Primarina, from Modest Specs Primarina, I believe that is. This is a very strong set. It may be my lead. It's pretty solid against the majority of his team. I have Earthquake there specifically for the Dragapult. I want to, not the Dragapult, the Drapion, excuse me. I want to wear that thing down. Crunch is there because it hits a lot of his team for really good damage. Ice Beam is there because it's the Mudsdale for the best damage. And Rocks are really important because, again, like I had said, he has 2 forms removal. Hitmontop and Rotom both don't have the greatest matchup this game, and Rotom, who has the better matchup, is weak to it. So there's that. And at the same time, Orbeetle, his Gigantamax Mon, is weak to Rocks. I really want to take advantage of that. T-Tar is amazing in the sand. Hopefully he can put in some work. I know the Orbeetle could potentially run Body Press. Both mocks that I had, shout out to both pandas, Robert Panda and the Panda. Those are my boys. They were able to really help me out, and both of them actually ran Body Press Orbeetle, so I have to be aware of that. But both times I actually had my Chople Berry intact because the superpower hadn't come out yet from Darmanitan or whatever other thing I'm afraid of. So there's that. Our next mon is going to be our Sand Abuser, which is our Excadrill. I'm calling it the Undertaker. I am currently doing a Pokemon Black or Pokemon White playthrough, just to do something fun, and I got a Drillbur and I called it the Undertaker. So, or not the Undertaker, the Underminer, excuse me, from The Incredibles. Wow, just very forgetful today. Anyways, this thing has speed for Rotom Heat. The big thing with this Pokemon is, one, it can either wear things down really effectively early on, or it can really sweep well late game, especially once the ground immunities are gone, because my god, it's going to just run through them. If I get a Swords Dance up, forget about it, it's done. I'll be really happy about that. Or if I get a Rapid Spin and a Swords Dance, oh, my opponent's going to have a really hard time beating this thing. The big thing with it, though, is it forces in Mudsdale. And forcing in Mudsdale is part of my game plan, so we do have to be careful with that, because I don't want this thing taking an Earthquake, but I may have to do that to make sure that there are no rocks on my side of the field, because rocks are going to be dangerous, and I may have to sack off my Excadrill just in case that does happen. But anyways, that's our Excadrill. Let's move on to our next mon, and that is going to be our Vaporeon here, which is running Scald, Ice Beam, Wish, and it says Baton Pass. Unfortunately, I found out I can only run 1 Baton Pass at a time, even if one is meant for passing stats, the other one is meant for passing speed. It is what it is, so I replaced Baton Pass with Protect on this set, and we have Purple Pedro, our Vaporeon here, which takes 2 Modest Primarina Energy Balls, or 2 Max Overgrowths from the Orbeetle. We take 1 Modest Specs Draco from Dragapult, or 2 Life Orb Thunderbolts after leftovers, and this is actually my backup win con. Yeah, Vaporeon, a very defensive Vaporeon at that, because our next mon is going to be the key to all of it, and Vaporeon with some extra defense and extra special defense and a bit of special attack is going to be an absolute nightmare for my opponent to deal with. So let's get into the star of the show, hopefully, and that is going to be Orbeetle. Orbeetle is coming in this week. I didn't even think of a nickname. I need to think of a nickname like on the spot, so don't know what it's going to be, but we'll see. This thing is kind of meant to take advantage of a couple mons on his team. Non-Specs Primarina, Mudsdale, Hitmontop, and Vileplume specifically. This thing goes in. If we get up webs, oh boy, it's going to be even better. We can Calm Mind and Iron Defense up. With our Okaberry and an Iron Defense, we will easily take Darmanitan's hits. We can then Baton Pass our stats into one of Gengar, Vaporeon, or maybe our Weezing, which is coming up next. The big thing is one of those first 2, because it's really good. They're really good. Like, they take care of anything. And ideally, I want to go into Gengar because it looks cooler, but Vaporeon might actually be the better bet, but we'll wait and see what the situation calls for in that game. If I get just the Iron Defense, I may even be able to just go into my Dugtrio and go for Earthquakes, so there is that too. But at the end of the day, we'll just take a look, play from there. We actually take with our Okaberry an Overheat into a -2 Overheat without the berry, and that's from the Rotom Heat. And we have speed for 12 speed Drapion on this set, just in case. And this thing is going to be unlocking a lot of our team, because I think he'd run a very specially defensive Drapion to deal with our Gengar, and Vaporeon and Gengar with some boost in defense and special attack is really going to make it tough for the Drapion to put in work against us. Our next mon is going to be our Weezing, like I mentioned before, Sludge Wave, Strange Steam, Flamethrower, Clear Smog, and the Assault Vest this week. This thing needed to run the Assault Vest. I really didn't know what I wanted in this last spot. The first 5 mons I thought were guaranteed brings for me. Well, maybe not so much the Orbeetle. I could have done something different, but I thought it was going to be cool because I said, you know what? It would be really cool if I could Baton Pass a Calm Mind into my Gengar. Yeah, that'd be cool. So I ran that, but instead I decided to go with my Wheezing as my final mon instead of something like, I don't know, the Boltund, because Boltund is completely hard-walled by the Mudsdale, even though it does get Ice Fang. I just need to be careful around that thing, and this gives me an immunity to the ground type in the Mudsdale. It gives me an immunity to the dragon type moves that the Dragapult will be throwing at me, so that's important. We also have Flamethrower for the Orbeetle, and Clear Smog in case it wants to start setting up on me. With the Assault Vest, we take a max Psychic from Timid Orbeetle after our Stealth Rocks, or after Stealth Rocks on our side, and then we also take a Dragapult's Modest Life Orb Shadow Ball, which I believe it does, sorry, that says does, it doesn't to a KO after Rocks, which is important to note because why would I mention that otherwise? We also have enough defense to take a Jolly Life Orb from Manten's Flare Blitz, and I'm hoping this can work for us. I was really unsure, I was playing around with a lot of things. I wanted to run like Payapa Berry to take the max Psychic with like, I don't know, I think it was Pain Split or something like that, or Memento. I think it was Memento actually, because if I got my Memento, wow, words are so difficult. If I got my Memento off and I went to my Orbeetle, it made it a lot easier, especially when Star Mantan was gone or already really weak, because then I can easily just set up and kind of get multiple stats in, but I didn't feel like it was necessary and really possible, so I went with this instead. I'm hoping it can get the work done for us. But anyways, guys, that's our team. Hopefully we can get the job done. We're playing pretty soon. I still need to get my team genned in, so yeah, we'll see what we can do. Alright guys, so you guys can see what he has on the bottom of your screen. I didn't really mention it, but we actually DC'd like 2-3 turns into the game, which sucks. Basically all that happened was I led with T-Tar, he led off with Drapion, I got up Rocks as he switched to Mudsdale, I switched out into Orbeetle as he Earthquaked, and that's it. So, and then I wanted to go for Iron Defense, but we never got to the point where Iron Defense actually happened, so if I want to, I can back out. But ideally, there's no funny business with that Earthquake. Yeah, but we have a better Link now, so have fun to my opponent, and we'll see what we can do here. Alright, so he leads off with his Scorpio. I'm going to lead off with my Rocks here, as we will have Rocks up until he wants to remove them with the Hitmontop, which is important to do. The Orbeetle will take 25%. It's 12.5% on the Drapion, which is absolutely massive because that thing is Assault Vest and has no, I guess, recovery. So yeah, well, in comes Troy. I already found that his Mudsdale is leftovers because of the Frisk on my Orbeetle. So there is that, and I should probably mark that down just in case. So we got leftovers. It's definitely Stamina, and I will switch out and I will go into Invader Zim. And shout out to Julia, she actually named this thing. I had no nickname for it before, and I think I was saying my team builder actually, and she said, yeah, in Zim. Like, what? Like Invader Zim. I said, okay, don't know what that is, gonna look it up, and here we have Invader Zim. In comes the Earthquake, and let's see how much damage is it gonna do. Please do about the same. Yeah, it did about the same, good. So that's not that bad. We are gonna get hit by a Sandstorm, he will not, and I have a very free Iron Defense here. So I'm gonna go ahead and click that, and let's see what he wants to do. So yeah, I would love to be able to get a Sticky Web up. I just don't think it's that important in this game. Because the only mon we're really going to care about too much is the Dragapult, and that already outspeeds everything, and to make matters worse, it has Clear Body, so it's not going to be affected by the webs. So, and there's no real reason for him not to run Clear Body. He doesn't need Infiltrator for anything specific. He doesn't need, what's the other one? Infiltrator, Clear Body, looking up right now. Clear Body, Infiltrator, and Cursed Body. I don't think Cursed Body has, like, he needs to make sure he can outspeed my Gengar. That's the big thing. If for some reason he didn't expect me to bring webs, fine, I guess that makes sense, but still, I'm just gonna say that he needs to bring Clear Body this week. If you're a Dragapult user and you're going up against potential webs, you need to make sure you have Clear Body. So he withdraws Troy. What does he go into? He goes into Scorpio, which is what I expected. Fantastic. So his knockoff, if he has no investment, does 26 to 32. Well, I'm at +2. If he's max HP, he does 33 to 40. Max attack. I don't think he's going to have max attack. I'll be honest. I want to get up a second Iron Defense, though. Because then he's going to do nothing to me. But no, I think Calm Mind is my play here. So let's go for it. Calm Mind. And we'll see if we outspeed him. We do not. That is nothing. So he's got a good chunk of speed here. I have 118 speed. He can be adamant, for sure. It's actually good that he doesn't outspeed me. That he outspeeds me, because that means I'll be able to go hard into... I'll be able to baton pass hard into our good pal Gengar here. So let's fire off that baton pass. If I had Roost here, like honestly, I might even be able to sweep with this alone, but I don't know what move I'd have. Maybe Bug Buzz would do it for me, but Bug Buzz wouldn't help out. I mean, Primarina is kind of bulky on the special side, Fairy resists, so yeah. Let's fire off this baton pass. What's he going to do? He goes for a knockoff again. Ooh, no crit, thank God. And let's baton pass. All right. I want to do it. I really want to do it. Oh, okay. John Sr. All right. Gengar is at +2 in defense, +1 in special attack, and +1 in special defense as Sand runs out. Again, I think it's Assault Vest on his... what is that thing called? Drapion. Okay. Hypnosis. Let's see. What's he gonna do? Oh boy, because I'm already at +1. Like with no item. Because if I miss, it's no item. I don't think he's gonna have max attack. I don't think he's definitely not adamant max attack. Hypnosis, and I miss. Blunder Policy pops. Now let's see how much damage we're gonna take from this thing. Knockoff comes out. Eating it up. We're at +2 speed now, right? Yeah, we are. Okay. Phantasm does the most. Or regular Focus Blast does more. From this health, I should take 3 hits. So I'm going to go for, because I really, all I need is to get 1 Focus Blast health. I'm going to go for Focus Blast here. Let's see. It comes out, connects. Thank God. Thank God it connects. That's absolutely huge. And that's so much damage. As he Earthquakes me. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Okay. And now it's time for us to Dynamax. And I believe I said Terror did the most. Yeah, Terror does the most. Let's fire off the G-Max Terror. Alright, alright. Let's see if this works. I really wanted this strat to work. I'm hoping it does. Alright. 86 points of health. Come on, Max Terror, let's do it. Ooh, so close. It's okay, it means I can go freely for a max Sludge Wave as he knockoffs. We eat it. And we can get freely to +2 in our special attack. Now, what can ruin this for us? Priority. Specifically, Aqua Jet from Primarina. So we're now at +2. I don't know what would have been better for me, to go for a Focus Blast or to go for a Max Ooze. I think it definitely was the Max Ooze, or the Focus Blast, then the Phantasm, then the Ooze. Yeah. I could have gone for 2 Focus Blasts, honestly, but I wasn't risking that. So the good news is we outspeed everything, and I should take away the Drapion. Megamind comes out. So this thing, let's find, where is that thing? Drapion. Okay. Orbital. Bulky Web Setter. I'm assuming he's got a Castleberry. And he's Dynamaxed. We're at +2. If he's Castleberry, we actually don't KO. Crazy. If he's got max HP. Wow, but he's got a Dynamax here. Let's go for the max Terror. As he does Dynamax here. So I definitely think he's Castleberry at this point. Alright. If he's not Castleberry, we should get the KO here. Max guards, which is fair. That's one turn of D-Max that he is gone. And again, no more Dynamax for us. This makes me think he doesn't have the Castleberry. So I'm going to fire off my Shadow Ball here. Oh, I should have Hypnosised. Ooh. Not the end of the world. Actually, I think my play was to go for Shadow Ball here. Because again, if he doesn't have the Castleberry, there's still a chance that we KO. And that might be game if we do. Because if I was him and I had Aqua Jet, I would go into that instead of taking 25% and wasting a turn of my Gigantamax. He's Castleberry. Okay. Still did a huge chunk of damage to him. So, unfortunately, Gengar is going to go down as he max Overgrowths. Did we go down? We have 19 health. We should go down. Okay, I was going to say, if we don't go down, jeez. Him having Earthquake actually really helped him out. I'm not going to lie. Okay, so down goes Gengar, and that actually kind of sucks. Because I'd imagine he outspeeds everything. How much are we doing to this with, if I go Excadrill? It means he probably has Energy Ball. Energy Ball. He already has Terrain. Excadrill does 36 to 42. Oh, that's if he's minus special attack. He's probably got like max special attack, so it's going to be a good chunk. Okay, 52 to 62. If I go into T-Tar, T-Tar takes the Overgrowth pretty easily, so let's go into T-Tar here. Because I can crunch it. So unfortunately the Gengar is gone. That really does suck. I was hoping that we could just sweep with it, but the Castleberry was a good bring. Yeah, I was hoping he revealed Boots. If he revealed how to do Boots, that'd been fantastic for me. I mean, it wouldn't have helped because he max guarded there, but regardless. Sandstream comes out. He's got one turn left of Gigantamax. We have our rocks up. And let's go for the crunch. I'm a little, damn. Maybe I did it too early. Maybe I did, I don't know. If I can wish up my Orbital with Vaporeon, then I can set up all over again. I can go into my Vaporeon, but the thing is, the Primarina is around. And he also has Terrain for 4 more turns now, I believe. Crunch will do 33 to 39, and that's if he has max HP. So I have no HP investments. Crunch will do 40 to 48 as he Flutterbys, which will do less, I believe. Holy shit. No, I was calculating for Flutterby with U-turn, so Flutterfly with Bug Buzz will do a lot more, and he gets a special attack drop, which sucks, but it's not the end of the world, as we crunch, and we don't KO it, but we do have Sand. Oh, so close. So close. That sucks. Oh well. I want to swap, but I don't know how valuable swapping will be. Let's crunch again. As he webs up. Okay. So this gives me an excuse to spin. And the good news is our T-Tar is still around, which is nice. We're getting back HP. We still have our Choppleberry, which is always nice. Big threats. He's got 2 big threats left. The Dragapult and the Mudsdale. Not the Mudsdale, the Primarina. Wow. Where's his? Orbeetle's gone. So he's intimidated on the Hitmontop. It makes sense, we knew that. Into Doug we go. And we get a very, very, very free... I would honestly go for Sludge Wave here, but... As he spins, obviously, kind of figured that was coming. Alrighty. I don't think I revealed leftovers. I want a Strange Steam here. No. Sludge Wave is my play. Because I don't know what this thing is doing back to me. If he goes Dragapult, I don't think he goes Dragapult, first of all. This is weak to Fairy. Dragapult's weak to Fairy. I have a very free time hitting a Fairy move here. So there's that. I think he goes Primarina, if anything. And I kind of need to catch the Primarina. Oh, I'm so mad that didn't work out. He had a bit more special defense, and it ended up paying off. Casa Berry was good. We'll see what he wants to do. We're not having a lot of lag this game, which is nice, but yeah, oh man. He switches out. Primarina comes out. Melody, that's definitely the Primarina. You're gonna catch this, and it shouldn't be very nice to you. Oh my god! Whew. Crits, okay. That makes sense, and that might actually kill him. Wow, oh, that really sucks. I'm sorry, man. Oh my god, that really, really sucks. Because now, once Dragapult goes down or gets weakened, Vaporeon just wins. Oh, that really sucks. Like that's really big because, I mean, to be fair, I have 100 EVs in speed. I don't know how fast he would have been on his Primarina, or yeah, 100 EVs in speed. But in comes Troy. Let's fire off a Strange Steam here. Get some chip on this. We already found out he's leftovers, not a solve there, so I don't have to worry too much about it. But and we are Levitate on our Weezing, so he can't touch us. As we Strange Steam, it'll do 20. He missed. We miss. You know. Oh man. I'm just gonna Strange Steam again. I mean, like, I can't complain. I can't complain, so. But I'm assuming he is max special attack, max HP, with like very little special defense. He probably has more physical defense because he wants to take hits from my Excadrill. Strange Steam comes out. Yeah, it's about right. It would have been at under half, which Sucks, but it is not the end of the world. So down goes Wheezing. In comes Purple Pedro. And I'm going to be real here. I Ice Beam. If he goes into Hitmontop, so be it. I don't know if you're real Toxic. It could be Assault Vest. If he has Toxic, that's the big problem. But even then, I'm going to go for my Ice Beam here. That's what I said I wanted to do. I'd like to get rid of webs, but I don't know how much I need it. And I probably should have sacked off my Orbeetle here instead of, instead of going for an attack with the Wheezing, I should have just sacked off the Orbeetle and gone into Vaporeon. And we're gonna see if that comes back to bite me. I guess I was rushing too much, and that comes back to bite me when I do rush. But Vaporeon is a very, very thick boy. As I Ice Beam, as he stays in. That's good damage there. And we freeze him. Dude, I'm sorry. Oh my god. I'm sorry. These past few turns have been terrible. Oh man, I'm sorry. If he had Toxic on this, then that was big too, but I did not expect him to stay in because he wanted an answer to Excadrill. Another Ice Beam comes out, and that's going to get the kill. Damn. I'm sorry, man. I do not usually get this lucky. So down goes Mudsdale. Whoops, wrong mon. Hitmontop. How much are we doing to Hitmontop with Scald? If it's max HP. 29 to 35 with Scald. I'm actually gonna wish here to see what he wants to do. As he Toxics me. That makes things a bit challenging, just a little bit. Let's fire off a Scald here. And we'll see again, we'll see what he wants to do. We're getting information, which is nice. Scald is like a 4-hit KO, even a 3-hit KO from this range. After the rocks hit that he had. As he CCs here, that's going to make things a lot more favorable for me. Yeah, he's pretty offensive, I think. And he lowers his special defense as well. Do a huge chunk of damage there. That's nice. Get back up to full. Take a round of Toxic. And Invader Zim comes out. I don't see a reason for me to rack up turns. Here's my question though. At +1, does Drill outspeed? Or +1, if I go to close combat, it's gonna be that -2 now. We take the hit anyways. And my player has a Baton Pass as he Mach Punches against the KO. So he reveals Mach Punch as well. Okay, wait, I want to check Dragapult. 213. I think we definitely outspeed that. Yeah, we get to 228. So he's got to be Scarf Dragapult to outspeed me. Let's go into T-Tar here. Why? Because I want sand. I should get rid of Orbeetle here. What will do more to hit him on top? Earthquake or Ice Beam? Earthquake will. Let's hope he's not super offensive. We have our Choppleberry. Do we take the hit? Nah, damn it. He's got to Mach Punch my Excadrill. How much does Mach Punch do to me? These max attack admin does 49 to 58. I think it's going to come down to like the absolute wire. Like it's going to be a 1-0 for me, if anything. And if I do, and that's with the freeze and everything, and this goddamn him on top, putting in way more work than it should. Let's fire off the Earthquake. He Mach Punches, fair. We take it. Earthquake comes out and gets the kill. I was gonna say that didn't kill. Okay. We won't Oko the Dragapult. We will not. Actually, there's a chance we do, but again, I don't think he's got like no investment. He's got to have a good chunk of HP. So, yeah. If he's got Dragon Dance here, it might be a problem. Vaporeon is very bulky, so we should be able to take a hit, and we're pretty much at max HP. So, there's that. Daenerys the Dragapult. Down to the wire. Again, we do outspeed, unless it's Scarfed. Earthquake comes out. How do we not outspeed? Oh, fuck, I forgot. It's not how it works. It's not that we get to +1, we get to -1, and we're in sand. I don't know if we have one left to turn to sand or not, but nope, I think we can just win the game here. Do I try to preserve differential? I honestly don't want to risk it, so I'm just going to Earthquake here, as we should win this game 1-0 right now. Right? Right? Dragon Darts comes out, that'll get the KO on Drill. Yeah, just need the one hit. Crits us, doesn't matter. So let's find Drill. And Sand will take out the Dragapult. So we claim a 1-0 win. That was stressful. That was way too stressful. Oh man. That was way too stressful. GG to Mario. I'm sorry about the freeze. That's extra damage off on my Vaporeon. I'm sorry about the crits on the Primarina because that was big. But, fuck man. That really sucks. End of the day, he was better prepared for my Blunder policy set than I gave him credit for. I would have loved to have gone into my Vaporeon on that, but it just wasn't the right move. I think, honestly, had it been anything else other than the Drapion that was in already, then Gengar would have just been able to sweep there. But I don't know. It was close nonetheless, but yeah, GG's to my opponent. Make sure you go and check him out. His link is in the description below, just like the rest of the coaches in the IBL. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel as well. If you have not already, we crushed 700 subscribers recently. I'm hoping to get to 800 before the end of the year. I think we should be able to get that goal pretty easily. So yeah, thanks again for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next time.